Okay, we're just going to send me on the left. Lovely bird song here though. The lesser white throat from the first teaser was a plus. Strike. Should be fine. A bit glary this morning. But, yeah, pleasant morning. Hopefully the better of the weather. And here's your look back towards the tee. That's it. Downhill, sadly. So pond to the left of the green here, only about 20 yards short, pretty much where I am. So yeah, obviously don't go slightly left, and there's another view back down the hole. That's fine. Start off with the par is always good. On to the next.
Just a quick note from the edit. Try not to prejudge the greens as you see them in this video. I did speak with the staff here after I completed filming my round, and they mentioned that they'd had trouble sourcing water bowsers to tend and water the greens during the several weeks of an exceptionally hot and dry weather, hence their bumpy nature when I visited. Thank you. Now back to the golf.
Back to the ditch, gone over it. And about to end there. Absolutely fine. So a quick look back to the tee here on the second, stroke index 1 at Brinkworth. Double ditch to come over, so obviously the bridge I've just come over, and then the second ditch which I actually landed short of and hopped over, and a view up to the green. So yeah, stroke 1. Well, danger is in the drive seemingly. Hopefully won't make a mess of the rest of it. It's quite a poor strike, very thin and a bit low. That's fine. Not too bad, a little bit shy. Oh. So obviously the greens aren't exactly the best standard I've played on this year, but on the flip side, I'm paying 20 quid for this. So pay and play on a summer morning, so you can't beat it for value. So there's obviously your look down the hole, and a nice big long green on here. So yeah, stroke 1. Should be absolutely fine. Actually quite close. Put down. Just over the back. Awkward stance actually, but very lucky to avoid the ditch. So yeah, it's downhill actually, so just well I took a 6 off the tee. Otherwise 5 would have been in it. Very slow. yeah, poor pitch and a little bit of trouble off the tee, so yeah, never really in that hole properly. As you can see back there. So just over my trolley is where the hole starts. Should be fine. Just hit the tree in the corner. That should be fine. The bounce should be far enough. And white throat behind as well. Okay, it's on. So if you've got a hook, you might be able to get close to the green, or confidence to go at it. And then there's your view back. So there's only a short drive, obviously. That's a par, never mind. Nice white through singing though. That's fine. On line with the marker pole and then just kick right a bit. Always difficult into the sun. I think it's gone right. It's fairly high. I did see it, but I lost it straight into the sun. So obviously a bit of a rise to come up here. I think the line is the marker pole, which makes sense, and it's back to the tee. Big bounce, I lost it in the glare. It's not too far away. One really good positive thing about here is the distance markers are so clear to see. Obviously you can see the red one there showing 100. Then you've got the yellow and the blue for 150 and 200. And at the marker pole there's a little ditch as well that cuts into the fairway. It's okay. Yeah, the greens are very bumpy, so hopefully a bit of TLC they'll spruce up a bit, but yeah, certainly a bit of a lottery putting on it, but it's fine. 20 quid, I'm golfing in the summer, you can't complain. So yeah, and the swallows sweeping over the fairway there. Nice. Yeah, that's a good shot. Lovely shot. Just held back on a 7. Oof. Lovely lesson white through singing in there again. Very pleasant. Nice long green, slopes down a bit towards where the camera is from the hole. And obviously you can see back up towards the tees. You're happy to walk off with a 2-putt. Shot before the worst of it, but I didn't get my normal shape. Lucky. Short and left. Didn't put enough oomph into that. At least it avoided the worst of the stuff. So there's actually a little stream down here by the looks of it to the left. So fortunately just stopped short. And there's a view back to the glary tee. That's pretty good. Chance of a 4. This really is a bit of a lottery. It's worked out alright so far. So that's fine. I'm enjoying it. It's just obviously the greens are a little bit of a lottery. So, but no, it's absolutely fine. You know, it's plays to play. I'm golfing and I cannot complain. So yeah, it's all good. And just so you're aware, there's a ditch probably about, I don't know, 90 yards short of the green. Not sure, we'll see. Decent strike. Never mind. So big slope from back to front on the green. Little pond, as I think the name gives. Halfway up and the view back down. Back down, right. That's trouble. Still bouncing. It's okay. It's not in worse trouble, which is always good. So obviously you want to be further right. With these trees, back from the tee. Yeah. Go up and down again. Reasonable sized green, slopes right to left and back to front. Back towards the clubhouse. There's a view back down the hole. Picked up to the right. Didn't like it. It's just on the back though. It's downwind, so yeah, I thought I was going to land about 10 yards shorter, but that's fine. And there's a view back up, oops, the hole. Keep going. Going to miss one eventually. Nice big wide green here, lots of undulations on it and a few bobbles, but that's absolutely fine. And I think you're back by the 7th fairway as well with the little stream, so yeah, very pleasant. Just down there is where the 7th is. It's online. Wait and see when we get up there. So here's a look back to tee on 11. Obviously those trees come into play off the tee and block your shot out when the pin is off to the left, and there is the green. I think that's actually me on. right. Yep, good 3. So yeah, quite a tricky par 3 actually, that one. Especially with it being blind and water, ditch 20-30 yards short and trees all around. Yeah, it's quite a tricky one there. But yeah, very happy with a 3 on there. On to the next. Keep left a bit. Boing. That's fine. Fly. I'm not sure on the bounce. So having come up the hill, I think we have to do it a few more times. Nice bring back down and a nice shot in. Actually, the bounce was good. And then you've got the par 5, the uphill par 5 behind you as well. Yes, stayed its line. Nice to get a birdie on the card. Very nice indeed. It's a really big, long, narrow green, this one. Probably about 35 yards long and quite narrow. Maybe only 12, 15 yards. So all the way back up there. Yeah, and nice views as well from here. A little bit hazy, but yeah, very pleasant. I think that's past the tree. Let's see, lost it in the glare. That's the only hazard on the fairway. Pretty good. It's just in the about 5-10 yards short. Yeah, good shot actually. It's into the wind this. So I was on line with the tree, but obviously didn't come into play fortunately. We'll develop into a bigger hazard in time. Ditch short there, and then there's a view back up to the tee. But yeah, it's playing quite long actually into the wind. That's it. Oof. Yeah. That would have been a good par, but that's still not a bad result. 2 woods on a stroke high, difficult stroke hole. Not bad at all. Fairly flat green actually. But yeah, distance is the defender on there. And nice tree in the middle of the fairway as well, which I managed to avoid. Should be fine. A little bit high again, but should be absolutely fine. It's not right, which is great. So just a quick word of information, you have to come back behind this green, which I think is the 16th, on your way from the 13th. Yeah, that's on. Nice. 2 bounces and on. Slightly wind with. Opposite to the last, of course. And there's a huge wide expanse of fairway on the right hand side, so I needn't have worried too much. There's plenty of space over there. Obviously the corner cuts in and the ditch short off the tee. That's a good par. Lovely shot on actually. Judged the distance really, really well with the wind. It's nice. Nice bird song here as well. Summer sounds. white throat, song thrush, chiff chaff, swallows skimming over the fairway. Little grass bunker short and the view back down the hole. A bit of a heavy strike. A bit short. Not the cleanest. Go. So obviously there's your green, and then view back to the tee. I forgot about the speed of the greens there. That would have probably been alright on there. Reasonable pace greens. That's fine. I'm actually playing pretty well. My swing seems pretty good, touch wood. But yeah, just in case you're wondering where we are, it's certainly rural Wiltshire, farmland, lots of it. Nice and rolling countryside, lush pastures, etc. Whitethroat singing. So yeah, enjoyable, it's very good. Certainly value for money, definitely. A little bit left, but should be absolutely fine. Just saw a lovely hare actually just bounding towards the previous green, towards the 15th. Very nice. Strike. Not good at all. Into the wind, so we'll see. So after my adventures on 16, there's a look back up. Come straight over the marker pull for a more conventional route. A bit of water there on our left as you look back up, on the right as you play back down, and then there's a ditch on the 100-yard marker here into the green. I think that's just me short there. Not playing my normal chip game with the unpredictability of the greens. I just don't know what the roll and bounce is going to be like with an 8-iron, so playing more A wedges around the green. And then there's a nice look back down the hole. Oh, happy to walk away with a 5. On to the next. Never the best strike, always a little short. That's fine though. It's a little strong. Bailed out on the safe side obviously on my tee shot here with the water there. Probably about 20 yards to 15 yards short of the green on the left hand side there. And the view back towards the tees. A bit fluffy this one. That's alright. You literally do take the rough with the smooth, and that's fine. It's not far off, it's an interesting line certainly through the trees, but the green is over there, so yeah, exciting. So just a short walk from the tee. This is just by 110 yards out, and you can see that the green is round to the right. Not seen mine yet, but hopefully it's not too far away. Not bad. Got to be the finish, that's fine. I'll just do an outro in a second, I'll just reposition, but that's a fun course, great value, but yeah, I'll tell you in a second. So just a quick summary of Brinkworth. Had a very, very enjoyable time actually. It's a nice course, you know, it's nice flow to it, not too bad on the hill front. There's a few little steep yomps up now and again on the par 5 on the front 9, and then a few times on the back 9, but other than that it's a fairly straightforward walk, very easy to navigate, very easy to tell the distances as well. The distance markers are really clearly marked, signposting between the tee is excellent as well. So it's a great course, it's just only let down by the greens. I mean, if the greens were better, as you've probably seen from the video itself, it would be great. You know, it just needs a bit of TLC on them. Obviously it's very, very cheap, £20 to play in the middle of summer, and I had a great game as well, you know, decent score probably, but yeah, it's just let down a little bit by the greens, so yeah, you just can't trust them properly. You obviously got to give it a little bit extra. Some of them are a bit woolly, some of them are bouncing, so, but if you take that aside and you just like to play golf and enjoy yourself, you can't go wrong. It's done that for me. I've had a great round this morning, really enjoyed it, and I do recommend it if you're certainly in the area and you need your fix for a game of golf, then definitely this will scratch the itch. But yeah, it's good, it just needs a little bit of work on the greens, but yeah, it's great.